Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Leila Ali Othman. Welcome to Leila's Week. Today I would want to talk about faith. Faith is something that is so important to me, and I nurtured it to where it is today. A lot of us I'm not saying this to judge anyone, but I feel a lot of times we follow the faith that we were born with, mostly. Very few times would you have people go out of the way to explore another faith or even want to know more about a different faith. So to me, I feel faith is faith, whether you're Christian, you're Muslim, or whatever it is you believe in. Faith is like blindly believing in something that you can't see nor can you touch. So it might be you're believing in Allah, you're believing in Jesus, you're believing in a cow that will give you whatever. So it's just belief, and if you don't explore it very well and you don't learn it and you don't reach to a certain point in your life where you understand what is faith, you will just be walking blindly and just be doing things, copying people, and not even knowing what you do. A lot of people that I know that are Muslims actually don't know anything about Islam, because when you sit with them, you converse with them, you hear them talk about things that somebody told them, and when you say, please, where did you see this in either the Quran or the Hadith, and you tell you it's somewhere, but where is it? Can you pinpoint where it is? And they can't tell you. So I took it upon myself after being lost, because I actually got lost for some time, some years back. I dwelled in my thoughts, how I think religion should be, how I read religion should be. I met with some free thinkers and became friends with them, and they really messed with how I thought I knew what faith was. And at some point, I'm not proud of this. I stopped praying. I stopped every single thing that I knew that I was taught by my parents, because I felt lost and I felt like it just didn't add up in my head at that point. It took me a while searching, asking, believing, because one thing I never lost was knowing the existence of God. I never lost it. In fact, at that point, while I felt so lost and not believing in some of the things that was said via Islam, that was, I think, the time that I became so close to God Himself. Just the way I feel I should be close to Him. Sometimes when I'm about to pray, I don't feel the connection. I keep saying, why do you pray? Well, when you don't know the connection, you don't feel the connection. You just stand there and say things that are like, it's like a story. Because if you read the Quran in English, if you don't have the deep knowledge of it, you can't see beyond those lines. It just sounds like you reading a story. So that was what I was doing at that time, reading. I say, take for instance Surah Al-Fil. You say, you're in front of Allah and I'm supposed to tell Him my problems, and then now I'm here saying, the elephants, and it didn't add up to me at that point. It was after some time, after deep research, after going through the right ulamas, because there are right and wrong ones. They told me some things that really changed my mind. It took me a while to understand it, but after I understood it, I found my grounds. I think that's the best way to practice religion. When you now know, you're not just following, you're not just doing it because your father is doing it. You aren't doing it because that is what the society asks of you or want from you. You're doing it now because you genuinely understand it and find peace in it. So I would I wouldn't want anyone to get lost before they get found, but I would say it is important for you to dwell in religion very well, for you to understand it very well. Because now I can't just sit and recite the Quran anymore without knowing what I'm saying. I know that it's important to recite the Quran, but for me, my own opinion, I say the most important thing about reading the Quran is understanding the Quran, is knowing what you're saying. You relate to it more. So it's important for you to take time and learn your religion and be close to it. If you're Christian, it's important for you to learn the Bible. It's important for you to ask questions. It is important for you to be able to say, yes, I myself have done my research and I feel this religion is what is for me. Not, oh, this is what my father is doing, this is what my brother is doing, and if I leave, you cut me off. No, you must want it for you if you genuinely believe in God and you know that there's a day that you will stand in front of Him and answer questions from Him. So I say this for people who have the opportunity and the means to travel to Saudi. It's very important for you to go there and experience it. This type of joy and this peace, this validation, and it grounds you as a Muslim. It makes you see how everybody is nobody. Whether you're a president, whether you're a king, whether you're what, you walk into that mosque, you remove your shoes, you wear the same color of clothes if you're male, if you're female, you're just humble. It humbles you. It gives you the ability to see that there's absolutely nothing outside what your head thinks you are supposed to look like. And you can see the unity. You can see the peace. Like, you forget every single thing. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's psychological, but the moment I land in Saudi, either Makkah or Medina, it's just divine. No one can tell you how it feels. It's just like childbirth. Everybody would say, oh, it's painful. Somebody would say, oh, it's not. You must experience it to be able to know what it is. So yes, if you're having issues with belief, read, ask questions, look for the right people. When I was in search of clarity, actually, I met a lot of people that they thought at that point I was crazy, I was delusional. They say, no, you're about to leave, so give time musulunci. Okay, bai kamata kina magana haka ba. Ai bai kamata ba, there are things you don't even ask. But I never stopped there. I was like, there's no way you tell me I don't understand something and I shouldn't ask. And you tell me that is what the religion says. There are many things that I was told the religion said about women, how they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to do. And when I searched deeper, I realized that's not what it is. And now, as I'm still searching, because I'm not there yet, I believe with religion is so vast that it is an unending journey. But what I know for sure is I am at peace with what I've found. I'm at peace with where I am. And I am more close to God than I was in a very long time. I am sure, without any doubt, that I am on the right path. So I think everyone should explore that and see how it feels, the peace you get, the comfort knowing that, oh, just because I feel I'm so close to God, I know everything that Islam has for me. I know that, because I believe it, because I'm this pious person, because I stopped doing these things, that doesn't mean life is going to be easy for me. No, life is going to be difficult. I'm going to be tested. But at the same time, I now know that with all that, God is still there. He's watching me. He's watching me, and He knows whatever it is I'm doing, and He's guiding me towards only what is right. I'm not just the one guiding myself. Nor am I lost in translation, thinking, oh, I have to do it this way, I have to do it this way. Yes, you do it that way, but you know that there's something beyond you that sees beyond you, that is there, doing it before you even get there. So that is what faith is for me, and I'm at peace. Now I let God choose things for me. Whenever I'm about to do something, when I say I'm going to think about it, I don't mean I'm going to think about it, I mean I'm going to talk to God about it. When I say, I don't want to gossip about anybody anymore, I don't mean I'm not going to say it to anyone, I mean I'm not going to say it to a human being, but I do sit down in the middle of the night and tell God, because sometimes, just take these things out of your chest. A lot of people say sometimes it's important to have a therapist when you reach a point in your life to talk about some things. I don't really subscribe to therapy. Not that it's bad. For me, it is bad. I don't really feel the need to tell a stranger my story that does not have the ability to solve it for me. They just hear it. I do this now if I have a problem, and make sure I find time in the middle of the night where everywhere is quiet. I sit in my room, sometimes not even in a praying position. I just sit in the middle of my bed, and I just tell God, I tell Him how I feel about certain situations, and I know that I am telling something that is beyond me, that can help me, that can never tell any other person. So I feel that is more connection for me than going out of my way to pay someone to tell a problem that is not going to be solved. So yes, God is my everything, and right now the only love that I'm exploring and the only closeness that I am exploring right now is my relationship with God and the closeness with Him. So I wish for people to get to this point, and I wish for women especially to have this type of closeness with the Almighty. Thank you so much for listening to this. I hope it has helped in any way. We hope to do a lot this year, talk about more deeper issues, and as we mentioned the last time, if you have a topic that you want us to talk about, you can actually send it to us as well. Remember to always be kind to one another.